Hiya! Welcome to this practice for stiff hips. So maybe you've been sitting a lot, maybe you just feel quite tense around your hips. It's a common issue people come to yoga with. And instead of passively stretching, dropping into very intense stretches, we're gonna work more actively. We're gonna focus on a hips mobility to strengthen, to bulletproof your hips. We will try to move them in all directions, and let me know how it feels afterwards. So we're gonna begin in a child's pose. If child's pose is not accessible for you, you can always stay sitting like this. If your ankles or tops of your feet feel achy when you sat this way, you can always layer blanket or folded towel underneath your feet. Otherwise, let's begin. So I like to be in a wide-legged child's pose. I prefer it this way, but if you would rather have your legs together, that's okay. And then allow your chest and head to release down and find few slower moments here. Maybe noticing the touching points between your body and the mat beneath you. Allowing your body to settle there. Maybe connecting with your breath. What's your breath like? Can you feel your breath? Perhaps you can send your breath a bit deeper, lower, towards your lower back. Finding a few slower moments here. Okay, from there we're gonna rise up onto our hands and knees. You can bring your knees below your hips. Notice how are your wrists. If they feel achy, maybe placing your hands a bit further forwards will help. And we're gonna start with some cat-cows to wake up your spine, well, and hips as well. So first, lift your head, arch your back, and then round your spine, look back. Few more rounds like this. In your own rhythm, maybe inhaling to one shape, exhaling to the other. And noticing, how is your body today? What can you feel? Where and how? Last one. And now we're gonna draw some circles with your hips. So you can start with your hips low, like in a child's pose, and then shift your hips to one side, lift up, lean forwards, move your hips to the other side. So moving your hips around, up and back as well. If you can feel your knees now, you can add the blanket underneath and then change direction of those. So big expansive movement. I mean, if that's possible in your body today. Like if your joints are not liking this movement, you can always find a tiny little smaller one instead. Okay, so finishing with those circles, returning onto your hands and knees. And now we will try to get more into your hips. So we're gonna lift one knee up. And think about this knee, any knee first, and draw biggest circles you can with that knee. So moving your leg around, and you're probably gonna feel it around your hip. And try not to move the rest of your body, just one leg, and then change direction. Few more big circles, and try not to rush it. The slower, actually, the harder it is. So find the speed that works for you. Okay, and release this knee down, lift the other knee, and find biggest, the most particular circles you can. Like you want to feel the edges of that movement. Trying not to move the rest of your body, so only that one leg is moved. And then reverse those circles. Few more. And then release your knee down, open your knees wider, lower your hips down, and find few breaths in a child's pose. And then slowly we're gonna sit back. So walk your hands towards your knees and try to sit back on your heels. And here, bring your fingertips of your right hand somewhere close behind you, close towards your hips. Left arm is gonna reach up and press your hips forwards. Lift up. And then lower, and let's switch to the other side. So fingertips of your left hand land close to your hip. Right arm reaches up and you push your hips forwards, lift up. So maybe one more like this on each side. Lift your hips up and lower. And the last one. And release your hips down. Then we're gonna release our feet. So come on to sit and bring your legs in front of you. Your legs can stay bent. You can have a little wiggle or even massage the tops of your feet after what we've done just now. And then we're gonna find some seated windscreen wipers. So I like to have my feet wider, and you can lean back into your hands and start windscreen wipering your legs. So sway your legs from side to side. And if you feel a lot, it's okay to lean back more or to even round your back. If you want to feel more, then try to sit up nice and tall. Like you want to keep you don't want to round your lower back then. Okay, so that was like a easy warm-up, hopefully. And now we're gonna add to that. So when your legs will fall to one side, sit up and then fold over one leg, maybe lowering onto your forearms. And then lift back up, bring your hands back behind you, lift your legs up, lower your legs to the other side, and fold there. So we're not staying for too long. We're gonna find 2 more rounds like this, or less if you don't like it, or more if you love it. So lowering down, lifting up, lowering to the other side. If you are feeling strong, you can try doing that without your hands, without touching the ground. Up to you. Okay, after those 3 rounds, return to that bear sit. And here we're gonna add some strengthening mobility stuff. So again, let's say lower your legs to your right. And here, if you feel something is off, you can always bring your feet closer or further away, up to 90 degrees angles. That's, should be safe. And then twist your chest so you are facing your right leg now. And now, you can either have the fingertips down or you can reach back. Check what works for you. So we're gonna try to keep the back straight and we're gonna hinge from the hips. So, if you are doing with the fingertips down, keep them there. If you want to really use more strength of your body, reach back with your arms and slowly lower halfway there and then rise back up. 4 more like this, lowering and lifting. 3 more. And last one. And then can you hold the bottom position? Arms reaching back, top of your head reaching kind of like up and forward, holding there, and rise up. Well done. Okay, so now we're gonna try to lift your front leg. It might be helpful to either press your fists or hands down, keep your back nice and straight. If you really struggle to lift your leg, that's okay. We all have different, bodies. It might be helpful to lean back here. But if you can, keep your back straight. So, and it might be also helpful to keep your front foot flexed. So it's like a nice, strong position. So when you're ready, inhale and lift your front leg up. If you didn't lift, that's okay. I'm sure you feel the action, your muscles working. And gently release your leg down. Well done. Yeah, when you release, try to do it really with control. You don't want to bruise your ankle. Okay, so now we're gonna stay in the same position. We will work on your back hip. So first, we're gonna lift your back foot off the mat. And it might be helpful this time to lean slightly forwards. If you can't do that, yeah, I struggle to do that with my back up right here. So this time, keep your back foot flexed. Keep your spine nice and straight. If we ever can have a straight spine. You can slightly lean forwards, but keeping this upright back position. And inhale, lift your back foot off the mat. Hold there for a moment. And exhale, gently release. Okay, one more thing on this side. Now we're gonna try to lift your back knee off the mat. And now it might be helpful to lean back slightly or stay up here. So when you're ready, inhale and lift your back knee and hold and breathe. And maybe you can lift higher. And gently release. Well done. Okay, so now we're gonna do it on the other side. So lift your legs, lower to the other side. And first, twist your chest so you're facing your left leg now. Reach back with your arms or bring your fingertips down. Keep your back nice and straight or even chest pressing forwards and lower halfway there. Lift back up and 4 more like this. Lower and lift. 3 more. Last one, and hold the bottom position if you can. Arms reaching back, neck nice and long. And slowly rise. Well done. Now we're going to lift your front leg and hold. Maybe you can press your fists or hands down here. If it's a struggle, you can lean back slightly, but try to keep your back straight. Flex your front foot, and when you're ready, inhale and lift and hold. And gently release. Okay, now think about your back leg, flex your foot, and first we're going to lift your back foot off the mat. If you want to, you can slightly lean forwards, and when you're ready, lift your back foot up and hold and breathe. And then gently release. Okay, now last one, lifting your back knee off the mat. So when you're ready, this time you can lean back slightly, that might be helpful. So when you're ready, lift your back knee up, hold there and breathe. And gently release. Okay. So we've done the hard bit. Now you can find wide-legged forward fold. And for some of you that will be harder than what we've done. And that's okay. So here you can have your legs bent, straight, closer, wider. If you can go into the full splits, you can. But then maybe you can walk your hands from one side to the other, trying to lower down as well. If it's hard to do that, you can try with your knees bent, maybe bringing your arms overhead, side body stretch to one side, and then to the other. And eventually settle in the middle, release your head down. Find few breaths here. And then slowly rise back up. And then bring your legs together. You can shake them off. And let's do a few windscreen wipers and check how your hips are feeling now. We can do that lying on your back. So find your way onto your back. Keep your knees bent, feet wider than your hips. And I like to open my arms wider. You can always have your elbows bent if there's not enough space. And then start swaying your legs from side to side. And I can definitely feel a difference in my hips. But it's like a different sensation than if we would stay for a few minutes in a pigeon pose or in some passive stretch. It's more functional as well. And now you can find somewhere where you can rest. Maybe stretching your legs out, finding traditional Shavasana, or perhaps bringing the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to open. It would be nice to allow yourself for a few minutes of rest. And I'm gonna say goodbye and see you again.